Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
See, I really wish that the music would continue to play while we were
Yeah.
streaming, so I can
See,
actually
well, I
show
could,
off
Yes.
I
my
could, but I
moves.
won't because Tim doesn't like things in the background.
Okay. Okay. Well,
All
he's not
right,
on
Tim.
Thursdays,
Tim's not
so
here.
Tim's not here. Tim is not here. Zoe, you
Good
are a little bit
morning,
frozen.
everyone.
I see you sound great,
Tim's not
so
but I
here.
see you're a little bit stuck in the frozen state
oh,
I
there.
am. I'm stuck. I hope everybody
Yeah.
likes looking at a freeze frame of me laughing.
Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
well, at least it's a good
You're
frozen
welcome.
image. It could be like me,
Yeah.
and I probably,
Yeah.
if I were to freeze, I'd be like something like that.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are bringing this together as we speak. This is just in time quick start. That's what we're calling it this morning.
Doing it live.
Yeah, we're putting it together live for you. So welcome. It is Thursday, April 7th, which puts it, I think, April, May, June, July. So July 6th, something like that. I think it's about one day back from there. So we're glad to have you here. It's Thursday, although it kind of feels like a Friday. And we have a bunch to talk about with regards to our schedule and the things going on. The big thing, just to get this right out here, the elephant in the room. Today is orientation day. And it's our virtual orientation. And I'm curious, do you guys have any opinions on when you think we're going to go and drop the virtual?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
This is
I feel like it's going to be one of those things where we will offer in person, but it's always going to be virtual. Just because,
I'm with you there.
you
Yeah.
know,
Amen,
like
Alana.
what we always
Yep.
say is our footprint is so large
Mm-hmm.
that people from North Conway, where Zoe's hanging out today, they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to
Good
make that
morning from
2
North
and
Conway.
however many hour drives down to Portsmouth. So I
Yep.
think there is, we could definitely offer in person, but the virtual aspect will always be there, which is it's a good thing.
Yep. I agree.
Yes.
Well,
and our staff is also distributed. So are the staff that appear and share on orientation.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We hadn't really
we're
thought about
bunched.
that.
We're kind of all over, right?
Yeah, we are
Everybody's-
in more ways than one.
No, only one way, Robert. Only one way. Yes, I am. I'm totally playing the best staring game ever. I win always.
I said that. I saw that. That's
the
good.
staring game today.
Man, she wins. Too funny. Well, yes, Boyd. She is. It's kind of creeping me out. Not gonna lie. It's kind of creeping me out.
Because she's looking right at you, Robert. in the
Yeah,
corner
like-
of
Should
her eye.
I pop out and come back on?
Go ahead and try that, and then we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
okay.
I'll be waiting for you here.
All right. Okay.
We'll be waiting. But in the meantime, Robert, what's
Hey.
going on in your world?
What's going on in my world? My world. That's a really good question. We are. Well, there's always gone. Let's see if she comes back here. In my world, well, the orientation is the big thing today, but we've been talking a lot about the there she is. Let's see if we got her. Let's see if we got her here. Hold on. Zoe, are you moving? Are you moving? Hey, we've got motion. So we've been talking about Tech Tuesdays and stuff like that, and I just want to let you guys know that we're starting to work on some really cool ideas there. Alana, you did. I'm kind of tying this into what's new. So one of the things that I did this morning was I went through and looked at what we had recorded on Zoom to make sure that there were things, if there were things that needed to be added to the LMS, that I brought them down out of Zoom and so that we can put them in the LMS. You just recently did a class with Colin and I think it was Jason and Colin, and you guys talked about compliance and marketing, right?
We did, yeah. So we did a class. It was during March Marketing Madness, so it was a couple weeks ago, I think. And yeah, it was about what channels of marketing, or like what channels that you do marketing on, what do they need for compliance?
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke about like the most important things that have to be on there.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so is that now on the LMS, Robert?
I downloaded it today from the Zoom files, and I will be adding that to the LMS. Let's just kind of like focus on one thing for a second here. For those of you who have not engaged with Alana, you really need to reconsider that position. Alana, I've been watching a lot of the things that you've been doing, and again, I'm gonna just fan the flame of being a fan of yours. You're doing a fantastic job, not only with the work that you do with the graphics and things like that, which is, you are the marketing design specialist, but you are providing an incredible amount of information that is
Yeah.
invaluable to our agents. And every time that I watch the things that you do, it's really, really good information. So just a super duper thank you for being who you are and doing what you do, because I don't think every time I watch you do something, I learn things, and I'm involved in a lot of different areas, and I watch you and I'm like, oh my God, that is such a great perspective or a great idea or a great thought. So thank you,
Thank
and
you.
for all of you who have not engaged with Alana, you're really missing out, and I think I'm done fangirling on that. So
Thank you, Robert.
I
Oh, you
I
gave
would like
himself
my
that rating.
fangirl chance. So I'm gonna step in and also say, for those of you who are engaged with Alana or have engaged with her for design services, but have not yet spoken to her about strategy,
hmm
marketing strategy, channel strategy, smart plan strategy, campaign strategy. I mean, like Alana's designs are amazing,
hmm
and from my perspective, it's her strategic mind that
hmm
is the top number one. I like absolute. She is an absolute professional in this area. You are not going. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you are not going to get a better strategic
yeah,
marketing mind
yeah.
than the one that's sitting right. Oh wait, no, 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 not that one. That one.
Not the bald one.
Oh. So, all right, don't let it go to
Well,
your
thank you
head
Please.
so much.
though.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And like Zoe said, if you guys are interested in the strategy conversation rather than talking about actual things that you need created, which I can do as well, we can sit down for an hour and do a marketing consult. And that way we can speak specifically to your brand, what your business goals are, and how to translate that into a marketing strategy.
hmm
So if you guys are interested, email me at marketing@kwclm.com or timewithbabs.com.
That's it. That's how you get there. Well, there you go. So it's the Babs show today. You have some stuff that you wanted to go through as well. Oh, actually, before we do
Yeah,
that,
we should
let's go
probably
ahead
do
and
the schedule first, right?
let's knock out the calendar and the stuff. Zoe, I'll turn it over to you first, and then we get that out, and then we'll come back to Alana.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So, number one, big for today, the orientation. KWCLM orientation starts right after this at 9 o'clock on kellertv.com. You'll notice I am in North Conway this morning, the beautiful, not sunny yet, but maybe North
We're gonna get
Conway.
rain.
Shh. Um,
Oh.
I don't know. So I am in North Conway. Timothy Lindsay is in Wells this morning at 9 o'clock, and then he will holding a mastermind in Wells at 9 o'clock, and he will be in York at noon holding a mastermind. I am here in
Excellent.
North Conway. I'll be holding a mastermind at noon here. We are starting our coaches on the road. We are going to be both of us rotating and traveling and holding our holding in-person meetups every
Awesome.
week in different regions. So I don't know, maybe we can make a map. You can follow along with us.
Or
I think
start
Our
this is really
vlogging
exciting.
everything.
With the on the road again, the tour, the road show, whatever you want to call it. I think it's really cool. I know that there's motion involved and gas prices and all that stuff, but I think it's really good that we're being
Yeah.
able to. That we're just starting to reach out physically and say, hey, we're going to be in these places. Let's get together, have a face to face, and talk. It feels like it's about damn time. You know, that's how I feel
About
about it.
damn time.
It's about damn
Agreed.
time.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Otherwise, we have a special New England session of unconscious bias in real estate. That's why it is at 10 a.m. this morning. So that is a special session with Julia Lachey Israel, just for the New England region here. She's amazing. If you've taken this class before, I encourage you to pop in and take it again, because this is going to be specific. She's going to be speaking specifically to New England.
Nice.
Then we have in North Conway CEU class today, home inspection fundamentals. Let's
See
see,
you.
CEUs, and then last but very much not least.
Sorry, that was just.
I want a screenshot of your face right there.
I don't know what that was. I felt like
I'm
I
just
was
gonna
just
move on.
like I was just in a SpongeBob, like that episode where he's like, imagination. Okay. Anyways,
Sorry, Zoe.
No.
CEUs,
SpongeBob just goes. Yeah.
Well, we're not
No.
young enough for SpongeBob.
We're not.
guys, it's a
But
classic.
neither Robert or I are
No,
young enough
no.
for SpongeBob. That hurts.
It hurts
Oh
my
my
head
goodness.
whenever I see that stuff. It hurts me. It actually causes my.
Anyways,
Yeah.
continue, Zoe.
Sorry,
Night school.
Zoe.
Night school. Jason Westcott is having night school today. It is Thursday. Jason Westcott, 6 p.m. night school at kellertv.com. And we
I feel
also
like there's a lot
have.
going on today.
What?
There's a lot going on today.
Yeah.
Today's like very full docket.
Yeah.
Let's see. The KWU session today, that's on KW Connect, is client conversations that beat iBuyers every time with Wendy Papazam, the one and only. So that is bound to be an amazing, amazing session. And then there is also KW New England tech training today at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And scene.
And scene.
Nice.
Great.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. I mean, we say this every single week. There's just so many opportunities, and right now we have what do we got for people in the room? We got about 12 or 15 people in the room right now. Hopefully, people will connect with this video later throughout the day and see. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be up that way. I'll stop in and say hi. And engage with us, you guys. We are doing everything we can as a team here to engage with you. So make sure you take a look at the schedule. If you do not have the training calendar already loaded into your Google Calendar, you can do that very, very easily. If you have any questions about it, you can reach out to me. But the fastest way to do it is to head on over to kwclmtraining.com. And if you don't have your account, create your account. And once you're in there, just search for calendar. Just search for the word calendar, and you'll find the instructions. Very, very easy, very quick, how to put the training calendar into your Google Calendar so that you're always in the know on when we're doing all this cool stuff. So there you go.
Awesome.
All right, let's head on over to Alana. What do you got for us?
What do I have for you? Okay, so the other day I was reading, this is just a little like strategy nugget of wisdom on this lovely Thursday morning.
Is that your hand puppet? What is that? This is our strategy. Oh, it's our strategy.
Nugget, this little nugget.
I'm dropping the nugget. Like from my head to the Facebook. Anyways.
So we're talking about Facebook.
So we are going to talk about Facebook, and we're going to talk about different channels in which you can do marketing.
What's a channel?
Something that overwhelms lots of agents, especially ones who are somewhat new to the social media world, is I need to do all of it, and I need to make sure I'm doing all of it perfectly. And then they get really overwhelmed, and then they do none of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, so true.
Yeah, I mean, and this happens with everything. Like if you want to like take up a new hobby and you're like, oh my gosh, let me just do it all the time. But I'm so overwhelmed by it, then you just don't end up doing any of it because you set your expectations way too high for what you can actually do.
I did that with woodworking last year.
Woodworking.
I did. I bought a bunch of great woodworking tools, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to build stuff. I built a shelf.
Good for you, Robert.
Better than nothing.
It's not something to praise.
A for effort.
I am trying. Let me try here.
Sorry,
trying to offer support.
Go back to
So anyways, now to avoid the only building a shelf, what you want to focus on with your real estate marketing, and especially on social media, is just focus on one channel, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
TikTok.
Focus on only one of those. because you want to master that one before you add in another.
Hmm.
And also, it kind of adds more specific purpose with your marketing because every channel is different. So you're going to learn how to post on Facebook, for instance. Okay, now Facebook, you can be more heavy with the words you use. You can add links in the captions. You can add as many photos as you want. Videos automatic. There's so much you can do on Facebook. However, it's different from Instagram because with Instagram, you're limited with the words that you use. You can't use links, but instead you want to be more image heavy. And so those are two different ways in which you are marketing. So I recommend only take up one channel when you're first starting off, or if you're like, I am this person, I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Like, slow down, take a break, and think, which one social media channel do I want to focus on and establish my business there prior to growing it elsewhere.
Alana, what's your stance on, because I've heard this, I've experienced this myself. Yeah, Robert. And I've heard this from other agents, and I feel like this is maybe where the I don't know what to call it. It's either a mission creep or a gateway drug. I don't know which way to go with that this morning. I'll let other people decide. But it's, well, I'll just sign up for my account on all the places just to hold my username, just so I've claimed the username that I want. But I'll sign up for all of them, and I'll really only use this one. What's your take on that?
I understand why you would want to do that. And let's think of it from the perspective of, okay, you're going to sign up, just have a placeholder in something that you're not even committing to yet, that you don't even know if you will end up like actually using it. So I understand why you would want to do that, but it's not a necessity. And if you really focus on that one channel, you establish yourself there, that might be the only way that you would market yourself on social media. And if that works out, it works out. So why bother getting all the things when you don't need all the things? It's kind of like with woodworking. Robert bought the lathe, he bought all the wood, the stain, and only did a shelf. But he bought all the stuff because he wanted to commit to all the things. And I'm so sorry, Robert. I feel like I'm totally
No.
Wow. Way to rub it in. Nice.
but the same can be said for marketing. You buy all the things, you do all the stuff, you get the ring light, you get the tripod, you get the fancy new iPhone 18, whatever it is, and you end up never using it. And
Hmm.
so it's almost a waste of your time, your valuable time, trying to create something that you don't use in the future.
Yep.
Mm, all right.
It's
So
true. You know, when we hold the smart plan class, not the ones that we did, which by the way, the smart plan class that we did,
So good.
the three of us, is on the LMS, and there's a bunch of great information. When I hold the smart plan classes, I'm always asked, what should I do first? What should I do first? And I tell them, start easy. Do a brand awareness. Just do a brand awareness. Don't worry too much about the rolling dates and the distance between things and all the different components. Just do a brand awareness. Start off with something simple. And you gain confidence when you do one thing, and you do it well a few times. Maybe you stumble a couple of times when you're trying to get things going, but then it gets better and better. And that gives you the confidence to take on something that's a little bit more challenging, or to take on, as in Alana's statement, multiple channels, multiple avenues of your marketing. And like anything, if you try to take on too much, you're distributing your efforts, and then you're diminishing your potential returns, because there's too much to monitor, too much to do. And also, you may not notice the good returns on something if you're spreading your work out everywhere. If you focused on Facebook, and you said, okay, I'm going to focus on Facebook for 3 months or whatever it is, and then you actually started to see returns, you could actually improve that process as it goes, get more out of it, and then say, okay, now I'm going to take what I've learned here, and I'm going to go over and say, okay, now let's talk about Instagram. What's different about it, and how can I apply what I've learned and build that channel up? And we did the TikTok class. Same thing. If you want to work on the TikTok thing, start and focus on that. Become good at it. You don't have to become perfect, Perfect is the enemy of good. We've heard that a million times. Good is good, and what's good about good is it's going to get you
Done is
something.
perfect. There's a
Yeah,
new one I've been,
yeah.
yeah, right. Like perfect is not done. Done is perfect.
Did you see in the chat, Allie Goodwin?
Yeah.
She put down here. Let's see. I think that's worth putting up on the screen here. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like
absolutely.
So
that.
my theory. This
Just
is Allie Goodwin, by the way. Sign up for all the social media platforms and preserve your name branding, and then create a marketing plan around each platform and hire Alana to help. One
that's
bite at a
Leverage.
wonderful.
time is okay. It preserves if it preserves your brand over time.
Absolutely. I love
Amen.
that,
Very
Allie.
well said.
And if you guys want to also adopt her theory, then let's chat. Let's have that strategy session to establish that marketing plan and actually do it. Because if you want to start building your brand, you need
Hmm.
to plan around that brand and you need to follow through. And I will hold you accountable so that you follow through on that plan.
And I know
Oh,
firsthand
amazing.
that Alana is really good at holding people accountable because she won't get off my back about certain things. In a good way.
In the
Yeah,
best way.
in a
In the
good way.
best
She
way.
won't shut up. She won't stop calling me or dropping into my lab hours when she doesn't even have a tech
Brand
question,
awareness.
which is true.
Marketing herself.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
everybody.
we're
If
here.
you
Yeah,
would
we're
like
done.
more of us,
Oh, yeah, we got to
we are
go.
all going to be on KWCLM orientation right now, which
Yeah.
Robert is going to scramble to get to. So head right on over to kellertv.com. We'll see you there. Have a
4
wonderful
minutes.
Thursday in
Okay.
4 minutes.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.